Okay, so you are welcome to my YouTube channel, guys. My name is Yemi. Thank you for joining me all over the world where you are watching this video from. I would like you to click on the like button and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, so this video tutorial is talking about how to use Audacity for your audio editing. Okay, so I'm currently on the Audacity website, and for you to download, you either go to download at the top and select your device, or you scroll down here and click on download. If you know Audacity very well, Audacity is a free software. It's an open source tool that can help you to do whatsoever editing you want to do in audio, and it works pretty much on Windows, Mac, and on Linux. Okay, so right here I have my Audacity opened. If you have downloaded it, just double click on it and follow the prompt to install. So you have the Audacity interface here. If you want to look at this interface, we are going to walk through it one by one to know what they are used for. Okay, so if you look at this angle, you see the button for microphone, and this is microphone. So you need to make sure that before you do any of your recordings, you adjust your microphone volume to a proper number. I would advise, or for me, I do more of 0.86. 0.86, yes. And also this is for playback. It's for you to get the feedback of what you have recorded to hear what is right in your audio. So you can choose to increase this or decrease this. This is not very much important at this moment. So what we are concerned is for you to record your audio. So you are going to use a microphone, and this is the microphone volume. So you need to make sure that you get this right before you start your recording. And if you move to your left here, you see the playback level to see the volume of your audio, and also the one on top here is a volume for the microphone for you to see a monitor. Okay, so moving to the left here is a variety of tools that we will be working with, especially these selection tools and then the magnifying tools. The selection tools is here. The next one here is called envelope, and it helps you to adjust your volume all through your audio. And then this is just the one you use for drawing tools, and of course your microphone. The next one here is the magnifying tools. Like I mentioned, it's help you to zoom in, zoom out to see the tiniest details in your audio. And this is the time shift to help you move your audio all around. You want to move it forward, you want to move it backward, still on the timeline. And this is multi-tools. Okay, right on your left here is the pause button, the playback button, and then the stop button, the backward button, and the forward button, and of course the main button here is the record button. So the pause button is when you have started recording and you just want to pause for a while before you continue. So you pause, and then if you want to resume, then you click on this pause button again to unpause and continue your recording. So this is to do a playback of what you have recorded. This is for the audio to play what is on your timeline, and of course this is for you to stop what you are listening to or you are recording. Okay, so underneath here is the speed button to check if you want to increase the playback speed. You want it to play faster than you recorded it, or you want it to be slower. Okay, you can choose to play around with this. Okay, and here is the host. The host, which is your PC. I'm using a PC here. If you're using Mac, you will get to see another thing there, or Linux. Okay, and also here this is your recording device. Okay, so this will tell you this is which of the input you have as touching the microphone. And right in here I'm using a microphone that is ISST. Okay, so this is your if you want to record, you get to choose if you want your recording to be in mono or you want it to be in stereo. This work well when you use mono. I use mono, and if there's a need for me to do a stereo, I then convert it later on. And of course, this is your playback. If you want to choose which your output, yeah. So this is for your output. You want to talk about where you want to hear. Do you have a speaker, or you are using your headset or an earpiece? So you choose whichever one that applies to you. And if you want to come down here is your the project rate. Most of the time this work well while you are on 4400, and if you are doing more of speaking, I mean audio in terms of podcast, I will encourage you to use 48,000. Alright, so let me choose 48,000 for this. This is your snap 2, is your audio position. You get to see this more when we start into the middle of this video. And also this is your length and the center of selection. Okay. Also, okay. Let's go. Action. Okay, so I'll be recording here. So let's start to record for us to do hands-on on the tutorials that we have started. Okay, so I'm going to click the red button, which is the record button, and you get to see what happens right now. You get to see the waves of what my microphone is capturing. Okay, so remember, before you start this, make sure you get your recording level right, and make sure that every of these settings are done well. Okay, so I'm clicking on the red button to record right now. Here we are doing a test for our recording, and you get to edit it after we are done recording. Okay, so my listener, they are enjoying this video. Alright, so here we have done, let me pause, just like I said, I can pause to do maybe a rehearsal of what I want to say, and then continue again by clicking on this pause button. Okay, yeah, we are back to the studio. All right, so thank you for joining us. Okay, so let's stop this as we are done. Yeah. Okay, so we have our audio recording here. If you notice, you get to see from this aspect, you get to see the beginning here. I left this part before I started recording. Okay, so majorly I did this for us to get our noise level. It is good, it is best practice to have an empty sound before you do your actual recording. This is for you to get your noise level in terms of reducing the background sound inside your audio. Okay, so as you can see in my audio, just like I said here, let's pick the magnifying tools. You can click on this and do your left click to zoom in, your right click to zoom out. I want to check into this place to see if I have a level of noise. So this is my left click to zoom in to magnify the waves. Okay, as you can see, I have zero noise. So let me go back. Okay, so let me return my tools to my selection tools, and so for us to do this, you get to highlight by clicking on your left click and drag to the back. So go to effects, we're trying to get our noise profile, you go to effects, go to noise reduction, and you click on get noise profile. So it has captured the noise profile on this selected part of the recorded audio. And again, you have to select all your audio. You press Ctrl A, or you double click on this tab. So to select everything, you can select that way. Okay, so and after you are done with that, you go to effect and select your noise reduction just like you did earlier, and click on OK. So this will reduce your no background noise, and you get to have a very clear audio. So okay, so I hope you heard what we said here. I need to check if we can hear me. Okay, so all right, so from here we can get to check out our which area we want to remove, which area we want to cut off, and some of these our tools that we have up here get to work well. Okay, like I said, you can use this tool, which is the time shift, to move your audio from one point to the other. You want to shift from here backward, you want to bring it back. Okay, so you have this to play around with. Okay, time selection tools to select which area you want to work on, or all of them are handful. Okay, so like I said, this tool here is to help us to adjust our volume. You want to bring this place down, you want to increase it at this point up, and it helps you to do all of this at different points to have your desired output. Okay, so I'm going to leave this way. Okay. Alright, so at this point I'm going to show you how to do another function here, to do perform another function. You get to double click on this effect. You want to amplify a portion of the audio. Say this is the beginning, I want to make it louder than others. You come to effect and you click on amplify, and you can get to set which of this volume you really want. I always allow clipping, and I check a preview. Okay, so if I feel I want to increase more, I increase this my level, a preview. Here we are doing it. Okay, so this is too much. Let me go back a bit and preview. Here we are doing it. Okay, so this is the beginning. I can do this, so you can see this more visible, and you want to go to the to your ending and increase this if you want. Yeah. Okay, so like I said, you go to effects, amplify, select the volume level, clip it, and preview. Okay, so let's stop this as we are. Okay, so I'm going to click OK. Alright, so I want to do another thing here where you have your audio. You are starting the audio, and you don't want it to be too sharp while you are starting. You can fade in, and for you to fade in, you highlight the beginning of the audio where you believe is the intro. So this is fading, and if you play this, so it goes in gradually, and at the end you want to do a fade out. You highlight where you want to fade out depending on where you want it to start and end. Fade out. Okay. Okay, with that said, I would like to go to another function right here. Remember I told you we are recording on mono, so should in case you want to change your audio to stereo, you just select all of this and come to edit, and come to duplicate. When you duplicate, you have a double of what you recorded initially, and you come right to this arrow, this open menu, and click on make stereo track. So we have all of this together in one project, in one timeline, and you have your stereo. Both your right and left functions well now. Okay, so look at this. Alright, so we are done with this, and I would like to go over to this next function I would like to show you. Okay, and the next thing I will be showing is how to perform a voice pitch, and after that we'll go to, you want to speed up your your recordings. Okay, so for you to do your pitch increment, and you select which area you want to increase the speech, and you go to your effects. You get to see yeah, change pitch. Okay, change pitch. You increase if you want it to be more thicker. You want it to sound more heavy. Okay, yeah. So let's go back a bit. Let's preview. Okay, so let's go back to where we are coming from. Okay, I think we were coming from. Okay, yeah, this is where we came from, and then if you want to make it more tiny, you can go forward. Let's go forward. Let's preview. Okay, so let's do some other play around it. So you get to do what suits you. Let me go back so that it can be more thicker. So depending on the action you want to perform, depending on what story you want to tell, or what you want the audience to hear, so you adjust this. Okay, let me leave it as a thicker voice. Okay, so let me say, for instance, after that, I want this same place to be faster, so I will go to effect and you change speed. Okay, so you get to increase from here. Let's preview. So it's becoming lighter. Let's go a bit more further. Okay, so okay, all right. So if you play this. Okay, so you can play around with all of this and then get your desired results. Okay, so let me do this part also. Okay, so thank you. I think this is the end of the class for today. Oh, please drop your comment, and before I go, for you to make use of this file, one last thing to do is you're going to select all. You go to file and export, and whichever version you want it to be, MP3, WAV, or OGG. So I'm going to export this in MP3. So you're going to give it the title you want it to be. What title you want to be? Let's say Audacity test. Okay, so select your location and click on save. Okay, so it's most encouraging that you leave it at average, so you can select your kbps, and most of the time it's good to stay on the 128. depending on the quality you want. That's actually. So if you want to name it, you want to label it, you can go ahead and do that. But for this purpose, I'm not putting anything. I press OK. So my audio is ready. Okay, so thank you for your time. So please let me know what you feel about with this tutorial in the comment section. Please drop your questions. I'll be glad to provide answers. And if you have a suggestion, what you have learned, what we can do better, please suggest in the comment section. Lastly, please subscribe to my channel and like this video. Thank you. My name is Yemi, and you are welcome to Good Works Production. Yeah, catch ya.